The Dark Ages in Western Europe were, as the name implies, dark. However, while philosophy, architecture, and medicine may not have been advanced due to invasion and petty conflict, there was a strong socio-political system that was formed. The feudal system was created after the fall of the Roman and Frankish empires. Without a strong centralized government, peasants and nobles alike needed somebody to rely on for safety and protection in the age of invasion and small-scale conflict. Today, we ask the question, why was the feudal system created? How did it work? And what was its purpose? Part 1. Why was the feudal system created? And what gap was it filling? Feudalism arose in Western Europe due to a lack of centralized government, i.e., a lack of empires and the continued need for stability. Without a central government capable of repelling invading forces, feudal lords arose, granting wealth and/or land to people in return for lifelong service. This granting of a right to land for farming continued down the line of feudal command until serfs, who would work it themselves. However, while there were many monetary reasons for the forming of the feudal system, the most important agreement that was made by feudalism was that of military loyalty. This agreement kept peace and safety between feudal lords or invaders, solidifying the need for the feudal system. Part 2. How did it work? And how did it affect the social classes? Feudalism was heavily based on loyalty to a king or feudal lord, and depending on wealth and property, some were more powerful. Kings gave land and wealth to the lords in exchange for their loyalty. Lords gave land and wealth to vassals, followed by vassals giving both to knights. Finally, knights granted peasants or serfs the right to work the land in exchange for living on it. The deed to a piece of land also granted the right to tax the inhabitants of the land. The majority of these agreements involved swearing to serve in combat if needed. Most gave the deed to a piece of land, and all agreements lasted a lifetime. At the bottom of the food chain, serfs often got the worst end of the deal, working someone else's land, giving up much of the profits and product, and being at the very whim of their contract holder. Part 3. What was feudalism's purpose, and did it achieve its goal? The purpose of feudalism, plain and simple, was to give protection to those who couldn't protect themselves, in exchange for personal freedom, and in a time lacking of functional, stable empires, establish a functional socio-economic system. The trade-off between personal freedom and protection that occurred in feudal system is commonplace philosophy today. However, in regards to whether the trade-off worked for feudalism, the answer is difficult to find. There was a definite increase in invasions from the east and north into Europe, and while these invasions influenced the area, they did not establish a lasting presence. So on one point, feudalism took the cake. But in effectively replacing the strong centralized government of an empire, feudalism fell very short. Feudalism only established a fractured system, where petty conflict and rivalry allowed for no rise in just about any type of technology, or for strong economic growth.